It's 6 o'clock. It's Saturday, the 12th of October, and I'm joining you live as ever for the this week's version of Whiteridge's TV Saturday News. And in the news this week, people struggling with their mental health at work are being urged to seek help instead of soldiering on in silence. To mark World Mental Health Day, which was on Thursday this week, and this year is focusing on wellbeing in the workplace, Dorset Healthcare is reminding people of a range of support available online and in person across the county. Equally, anyone can provide vital support just by starting an informal conversation with their colleagues during the working day. Morad Morgan, the Trust's Interim Service Director for Mental Health and Wellbeing and Learning Disability, said, "I encourage employers, managers and colleagues to have regular check-ins and wellbeing conversations at work. The fact is, we dedicate much of our waking hours to work, and poor psychological well-being can impact not only on our work performance, but on our experience of the world. Sometimes people continue to struggle with poor mental health. If you know someone who is struggling to cope, there are a range of services open to provide support depending on the need." So here are the services. Steps to Wellbeing, a free NHS mental wellbeing service that offers counselling, guided self-help and talking therapies for anyone feeling low, stressed or anxious. If you're registered with a GP in Dorset or in the Southampton City area, you can refer yourself. You just need to go along to the website www.stepstowellbeing.co.uk and you can do a self-referral. Then you've got Access Wellbeing. This is a drop-in service with offices in Boscombe, Poole and Weymouth, where staff can offer mental health support and advice on a range of issues which can affect people's well-being, from bereavement to education, employment and financial matters. More information is available on www.dorsetaccesswellbeing.co.uk. That's www.dorsetaccesswellbeing.co.uk. And then there's Access Mental Health, a specialist support for anyone struggling to cope or nearing a breakdown. Help is available via Connection, a 24/7 helpline, and that's on 0800 652 0190. That's 0800 652 0190, or in person at the retreats. Now, there are retreats in Bournemouth and Dorchester, or community front rooms in Bridport, Shaftesbury, Wareham and Weymouth. In these places, mental health professionals and peer support workers will be on hand and no appointment is necessary. Now, you can find more information on those at www.dorsethealthcare.nhs.uk/access-mental-health. So there we go. That's all Mental Health Week this week, and those reminder of those services available here in Dorset to help you if you are struggling. Now, the Dorset National Landscape is thrilled to announce the award of a grant totalling £248,811 from the National Lottery Heritage Fund, made possible by National Lottery players. This funding will support the creation of a network of nature buddies across Dorset. Nature buddies are specially trained volunteers dedicated to breaking down barriers hindering individuals from engaging with nature-based activities. Whether it's helping someone overcome a lack of confidence to venture outdoors or assisting them in accessing transport to reach nature-based events, Nature Buddies will play an important role in aiding connections between people and nature. Phil Sterling, who's Dorset National Landscape's Partnership Chair, shared his excitement about the grant, saying, "We are absolutely delighted to have secured this funding thanks to National Lottery players. It's a fantastic opportunity for the team to expand our reach in demonstrating benefits of the natural environment to health and well-being in Dorset. The grant will enable us to make a tangible difference, helping communities to help others to experience the joys of nature. We're eager to get started." For more information about this, please visit the Dorset National Landscape's website, and that's www.dorset-nl for National Landscapes.org.uk. That's www.dorset-nl.org.uk. Residents are being asked... Oh, the picture not coming. Here we go. Let's try again. Residents are being asked for their views on the cemeteries that Weymouth Town Council is responsible for maintaining in a consultation which opened this week. Weymouth Town Council provides designated areas in Melcombe Cemetery, Melcombe Extension, Weymouth Cemetery and Wyke Cemetery where grass is left longer, only being cut once or twice a year. The aim of this is to provide more natural areas in the cemeteries to support pollinators such as bees and butterflies, as well as offer a tranquil area for people when they visit, and is in line with guidance provided by the Dorset Wildlife Trust. The Trust recommends maintaining 3 different grass lengths in summer months, which the Council is currently following. So, number 1, areas which can be left as long grass to create wildflower meadow. Number 2, areas where grass can be cut at a medium length. And area 3, areas which need a short close cut such as pathways. So the council is asking people whether it should or should not continue to maintain the grass in the 3 ways we've just outlined. Now you can access a survey online to give your opinion and tell the council your thoughts. The consultation runs through until 5 p.m. on Monday the 28th of October. And then this will be discussed at the December meeting of the Environment and Services Committee for consideration. So if you pop along to the Weymouth Town Council website and look for this story, you will find a link to enable you to access the service on the survey online. An initiative to support patients who are unexpectedly admitted to hospital is going from strength to strength. The Friends of Dorset County Hospital have been providing free comfort bags to patients who are unexpectedly admitted to hospital. The initiative launched in May 2023, and the charity have now donated more than 1,000 comfort bags to patients. The bags are filled with essential toiletries to help provide a little extra comfort at an often stressful time. The bags include items such as toothpaste, deodorant, tissues, hairbrush, shower gel, lip balm, moisturiser and sanitary products. This initiative has also been expanded to support families in the special care baby unit. The Friends of Dorset County Hospital was founded in 1956 to provide comfort and help to patients and their relatives at the Dorset County Hospital. If you'd like to support the Friends, you can email friends at dchft.nhs.uk. That's friends at dchft.nhs.uk. Or you can give them a call on 01305 255 896. That's 01305 255 896. Now, from Monday this week, developers have been invited to submit formal proposals to work with Dorset Council on developing 2 key sites in Weymouth. The 2 sites currently being considered for development subject to planning consent are North Quay and the Weymouth Bowl. That's where the old bowling alley was. Developers have until early November to make their formal applications to work with Dorset Council to bring forward proposals for these 2 prime Weymouth sites. North Quay and the Weymouth Bowl are the first 2 of 4 major sites to be put forward for redevelopment in this initial phase of the council's flagship investment scheme. It's called Unlocking Weymouth Waterfront Economy. Now, this was made possible by a £19.5 million government-funded package previously known as the Levelling Up Fund. Developers are also invited to attend an open day on the 16th of October at the Hotel Prince Regent. The open day will be a chance for interested parties to speak to the project team and have tours of the 2 sites. Across the 2 sites, the council has an aspiration to provide a mix of housing, including affordable homes, together with commercial enterprise opportunities. Local people will be asked for their views on how they see these sites being used in the future. Public engagement sessions and a survey will take place in the new year. Now, for more information on the plans for regeneration in Weymouth, you can visit a special website, which is dorsetcouncil.gov.uk/regeneration. That's dorsetcouncil.gov.uk/regeneration. Now, detectives are appealing for witnesses or anyone with information to come forward as they investigate a fatal house fire in Weymouth. Dorset Police received a report at 10:59 a.m. on Friday the 4th of October of a fire at an address in Southdown Road in Weymouth. Officers attended the scene along with the fire and ambulance services. Very sadly, a man aged in his 70s was pronounced deceased at the scene and his family were informed. A man aged in his 60s was also taken to hospital where he remains in a serious condition. Following further inquiries into the cause of the fire is believed to be suspicious, and detectives from the Major Crime Investigation Team have launched a full investigation into the circumstances of the incident. Detective Chief Inspector Neil Third of the MCIT, that's the Major Crime Investigation Team, said, "Our thoughts are with the family and loved ones of the man who sadly died in this fire, and officers are supporting them and keeping them updated with the progress of the investigation. We are treating this fire as suspicious, and I'm keen to hear from anyone who witnessed any unusual activity in the area of Southdown Road during the morning of Friday the 4th of October, or who has any information that might assist our inquiries. I would urge residents in the vicinity with home CCTV systems or doorbell cameras, as well as motorists with dash cam fitted who may have been in the area, to please review any footage for anything that might help our investigations." Now, if you've got any information for Dorset Police on this incident, you can give them a call on 101. If you wish to give information anonymously, you can do this via the Crime Stoppers charity by calling 0800 555 111. That's 0800 555 111. First Wessex has announced network changes for its bus services in Dorset. Its winter season timetables, which are part of a twice-yearly network review, come into force on Sunday the 20th of October. Created using feedback from bus users as well as First Wessex drivers, the changes include the retiming of the morning service for Weymouth College students, with the first journey from Bedminster timed to help students connect at Bridport. In partnership with Dorset Council, the trial diversion of the X51 to serve Martinstown and Winterbourne Steepleton will also continue during the winter season. Passenger numbers will continue to be reviewed to assess the route's long-term viability. The X53 route, which is currently running on a diversion while works take place at Goose Hill in Portersham, will continue with the temporary route and shuttle service T53 until the 8th of November. Full timetable details are available on the First Wessex website, and passengers are advised to check details before travelling ahead of the new services coming into effect. Now, Dorset Council is wanting to hear from voluntary and community groups now that round 8 of the Council's Community and Culture Project Fund is open for applications. The grants, which are managed by Dorset Council, welcome applications for projects and events for community, arts, accredited museums, heritage, sport, youth, play and physical activity. Up to £5,000 is available for projects that bring communities across Dorset together. Over the last year, more than £100,000 has been awarded from the funds to a wide range of projects across the Dorset Council area. A total of £54,625 was awarded to 14 organisations covering a diverse range of projects, ranging from skateboarding initiatives for low-income families to theatre experiences for individuals living with profound learning difficulties. In addition, 12 grants totaling £39,879 were awarded to support projects such as food banks, cookery classes, climate and environmental green initiatives, as well as projects designed to support young people and families. The funding is a small project grant funding of up to 80% of total project costs. Match funding covering 20% of the cost must be met by your organisation. Grants are from £1,000 to £5,000 depending on the project, and applications close at midnight on Monday the 18th of November. For more information about how to apply, you can pop along to the Dorset Council website and search for Dorset Council Capital Leverage Fund. If you go into Google and search for Dorset Council Capital Leverage Fund, you'll get everything that you need to find out about these grants. Now, Artisan Island, a shop selling handmade gifts and collectibles, recently took over part of the former Weymouth Boots unit on St Thomas Street, Weymouth. Ian Lambert, 61 from Weymouth, has signed a 10-year lease to take over part of the former health and beauty store and transform it into an expansion of his smaller store located in St Mary Street. The new shop has now been open for a week, with Mr Lambert revealing that business is brilliant. The store had an official opening ceremony which saw Weymouth Mayor John Orell cut the ribbon and welcome visitors. Mr Lambert said, "We had a few hundred people through our doors on the opening day and was very busy compared to other shops. Despite its popularity, the owners revealed that there is still plenty of room for new sellers and are taking on new traders every day. There is a large variety of goods to choose from in the new store, including clothing, which the smaller store did not offer." Mr Lambert added, "The store has completely changed since our opening day. It's been a whirlwind, but I have fully enjoyed it. The businessman has now secured the upstairs area of the unit and has big plans in mind with what they could do with the space. For example, he is looking at potential delivering workshops or even expanding the store up to the upper floor. Not only has the expansion meant that 500 people from all over the world can now sell their work, but at least 2 managerial jobs have been created." Well worth popping in to have a look at that. That's Artisan Island in the old Boots store in St Thomas's Street. Now, Weymouth Lions Club are getting ready for the Weymouth Beach Motocross, which will be held next weekend on the 20th of October. This year's event will also mark an incredible 40 years of Weymouth Beach Motocross. This year's event is not only a thrilling showcase of skill and speed, but also a wonderful opportunity to support local charities, as well as being free to watch. Since its inception in 1984, Weymouth Beach Motocross has drawn fans and riders from far and wide. This milestone anniversary will feature a fantastic lineup of races, family-friendly activities and fundraising efforts for Weymouth and Portland Lions Club, making it a perfect day out for everyone. Now, the key details are it is on October the 20th, which is next Sunday, so a week tomorrow. It's on Weymouth Beach. The events start at 10 a.m. in the morning, with racing starting at 11:30. Basically, there's going to be exciting races. Watch skilled riders compete on the challenging beach track, showcasing their talent in various race categories. There will be family activities. Enjoy a range of activities for all ages, including games, food stalls and merchandise. And there'll be charity fundraising, so raffles and donations to support Weymouth and Portland Lions Club, helping to make a difference in the local community. Now, Ryan Hope, who's the president of Weymouth and Portland Lions Club, said, "We are thrilled to celebrate 40 years of Weymouth Beach Motocross and to give back to the community that has supported us over the years. This is a fantastic opportunity to bring everyone together for a day of fun and charity, and we invite all motocross fans and families to join us." Now, for more information, you can go onto Facebook and search for the Weymouth Beach Motocross Facebook page, and you'll find everything about the event there. And also, just to let you know, on Saturday, October the 19th, so that's a week today, Weymouth Lions Club and its partners will be building up the course. So spectators are welcome to watch the setup and see the excitement as the track starts to take shape. There'll also be stores offering merchandise and more, and don't miss a special demonstration at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, showcasing motocross skills and techniques. So that's Saturday the 19th, with the full racing on Sunday the 20th on Weymouth Seafront. And finally, in our news headlines tonight, an exciting chapter launches today to encourage people to visit Dorset's fascinating museums this October. This autumn, Dorset Museum, with other museums, is celebrating artists who have been inspired by Dorset. And 12 museums across the county are hosting special creative hands-on activities or celebrating artworks and local artists. Whether you want to discover more about Alfred Stevens, the Michelangelo of Great Britain, Corfe Castle-based artist Amy Krause, who created a beautiful miniature artwork for Queen Mary's Doll's House in Windsor Castle, or the 200-year-old cottage industry of Dorset button making, there's plenty of amazing stories of Dorset So there's plenty of amazing stories to discover this October and plenty of fun, hands-on experience to get involved with. There's something for all ages and all interests. Follow in the footsteps of Dame Elizabeth Frink and become a wire warrior and have a go at making your own costume armour, make a hobby horse, miniature masterpiece, origami line, or even have a go at stone carving on Portland. You visit Dorset. Dorset Council's tourism team is working with the Dorset Museums Association and Wimborne-based agency Fathom to deliver this shared prosperity government-funded campaign, which aims to encourage local residents and visitors to explore Dorset's amazing range of museums this October. Councillor Ryan Hope, who's Dorset Council's Cabinet Member for Customer, Culture and Community Engagement, has said this autumn we're encouraging people to visit some of Dorset's gems. The initiative, led by the Visit Dorset team and supported with funding from the Shared Prosperity Fund, is a fantastic opportunity to showcase some of Dorset's amazing museums and their remarkable collections. The innovative digital approach and partnership working will enable the museums to strengthen their profiles across the county and reach new audiences across the region. To start planning your inspirational autumn days out, you can pop along to a special website, www.visit-dorset.com/inspired-by-Dorset, or pop along to the Visit Dorset Facebook and Instagram pages, and you will find all the information about those places to visit during October. And that's the end of the headlines in tonight's news. Now, we often give you stories in our programme each Saturday about Dorset Wildlife Trust. And Dorset Wildlife works across Dorset to help protect and develop our wildlife. They've launched a new fund to raise money to help them continue to maintain their reserves. And they've produced this special video to tell you a bit about what they're doing and what help they need. So we're going to share that with you tonight. So here we go. This is from Dorset Wildlife Trust.
Every one of Dorset Wildlife Trust's 42 nature reserves is a haven for wildlife, including many rare and threatened species. Here, great crested newts return to breed in the ponds teeming with life, and dormice weave their intricate nests within the woodland. But do you know what it takes to keep our nature reserves in great condition, supporting biodiversity and acting as hubs connecting wildlife across the landscape? Each year, it costs Dorset Wildlife Trust over £800,000 to keep these reserves thriving. The reserves team and volunteers work hard in all weathers to care for these precious places. We've launched the Nature Reserves Fund to ensure that these vital habitats continue to flourish, and we need your help to provide the necessary resources to continue this important work. Donate today and you will be helping to protect these special places. Every contribution makes a real difference. Invest in the future of Dorset's wildlife. Donate today and help us protect these important wild places for generations to come. Thank you.
There we go. That's the appeal from Dorset Wildlife Trust for their reserves fund. And of course, they have all sorts of different types of reserves across Dorset, from Brownsea Island to the Chesil Beach and surrounding area here, not far from White Regis TV's home. Do pop along to their website to find out more. That's www.dorsetwildlifetrust.org.uk. Now, one of our articles in the news headlines tonight was about this visiting museums during October. And obviously we mentioned Dorset Museum and Art Gallery, and you will be aware a few years ago there was a major investment in Dorset Museum and millions of pounds spent to develop the museum into a modern and digitally enhanced and inspiring museum space. They've released a new video to show you what is going on at Dorset Museum and Art Gallery, and it's called, aptly, It's Bigger on the Inside. So we're going to have a look at Dorset Museum and Art Gallery and see if it is bigger on the inside. we go. It's bigger on the inside. A video about Dorset Museum and Art Gallery. And why not pay a visit this October? Or, in fact, any time, but October is the month that they're promoting us to visit our museums. Drop yourself onto their website and have a look at the website to see what exhibitions are coming up, see if anything takes your fancy there. The website is dorsetmuseum.org, dorsetmuseum.org, and something to do over winter months, perhaps when the weather's not so good to get outside. Why not pop along and support our local museum? Okay, it's that time in the programme where we go across to our regular contributor Andrew Wright for this week's film review and preview.
Welcome to White Regis TV film review and preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This weekend, the animated film Transformers 1 is released in the UK. The film stars Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, Scarlett Johansson and Keegan-Michael Key. The film revolves around the origins and the early friendship between Optimus Prime and Megatron. So it's an origin story set on the early days of Cybertron, when Optimus was known as Orion Pax. If you're a fan of the original the original Gen 1 TV show, you'll sort of know this. The film was released in the US about 3 weeks ago. I believe we are one of the last territories to get it. It has received positive reviews from critics. It's not set the box office alight in America, but that's probably because some territories have been going through hurricanes, but it's not set the box office alight in America, and they're a large territory, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, it's received positive reviews from critics who praise the story, animation, voice performances. But for me, my opinion, I don't know when I'm going to see it, but my opinion is based pretty much solely on the trailer, and I'm convinced the film's going to be terrible because the trailers look awful, particularly the animation and the voice performances. Transformers 1 in cinemas this weekend. This week, I was actually really excited for this one. This week, A Quiet Place Day 1 was released on home video. The film is the third film in the Quiet Place film series and is a prequel to the 2018 first film. Day 1 stars Lupita Nyong'o as a terminally ill woman living in New York during the early stages of the invasion by blind extraterrestrial creatures with an acute sense of hearing. The film also stars Joseph Quinn, Alex Wolff and Djimon Hounsou, who actually was in Quiet Place Part 2. And he's reprising that role in this. So it's like you find out a little bit more about that character from Quiet Place Part 2. So I watched the film first time this week, and I had sort of middling expectations because I'd heard reviews, hadn't seen it, so I was absolutely blown away. My expectations went. I thought the entire main cast was great, the directing was sharp, and the writing was just full of depth and intelligence. I really loved the film. I gave the film 5 stars out of 5 because, in a way, I felt that it really surpassed the 2018 film, which I thought was impossible for this franchise to do, considering how great the 2018 film is. So that's Quiet Place Day 1, now out on home video. I honestly recommend you watch it, because it's quite good, it's quite smart. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I'll be talking about the horror sequel Smile 2, as well as the home video release of Twisters. Bit timely, that one. Bit timely. Now back to Gary in the studio.
Thank you very much for that, Andrew, and we'll hear about Twisters next week, as Andrew says, obviously with the the weather that they've had in the US this last week. It's quite ironic that that film is out at this time. And talking of weather, it's now time to go over to the Met Office for the Saturday evening weather forecast. And this week we're joined by Marcus Petagna.
Hello, here's your latest weather update from the Met Office. I'm Marco Petagna. Low pressure starting to pull away to the east of the UK now, starting to take showers with it. That's allowing a ridge of high pressure to build in briefly from the west, accompanied though by quite a chilly north to northwesterly airstream. That ridge of high pressure toppers across then from the west, and as we head into the early to middle part of next week, the winds start to swing back into a southwesterly direction. We start to pull in some rain from the west at times, but also accompanied by a milder south to southwesterly airstream. So back to the detail for tonight now. We'll hold on to some showers across the north and northeast of the UK. More and more confined though to the northeast of Scotland by Sunday morning. Quite a brisk northwesterly breeze too across many northern and eastern spots. Whereas out across southern and western spots there, we'll start to see some clear weather developing as that ridge of high pressure starts to move in from the west. But with those clearer skies, it will turn quite chilly by Sunday morning. Lighter winds too, allowing those temperatures to dip into low single figures across many southern parts. A touch of frost here, whereas towards the north, those temperatures will dip below freezing in some areas, so an air frost too across some northern areas by Sunday morning. As for Sunday itself then, we'll hold on to some showers across the northeast of Scotland, starting to become more and more confined to the far northeast though as we go through the day. Those brisk northwesterly winds slowly easing down too here. So all in all, for many parts of the UK, not too bad the day after that chilly start. There'll be plenty of sunshine around, but notice out towards the west, we'll start to see some cloud increasing there and some rain reaching parts of Northern Ireland and the west and southwest of Scotland by the end of the afternoon. It will be a chilly day across the UK after that cold start. Temperatures no better than 7 to 9 Celsius towards the north, up to 10 to 12, locally 13 or 14 down towards the far southwest. 14 there in Plymouth, it's 57 in Fahrenheit. As we go through the evening then into Monday, we'll start to see outbreaks of rain moving in from the west across many parts of England. Some of the rain turning quite heavy on Monday morning before it starts to ease into the afternoon. Showery weather up towards the northwest will also start to ease as we go through the day on Monday. So all in all, it will be a brightening process through the day. The best of the sunshine reserved then for the afternoon, especially towards the northeast of the UK there. Temperatures will struggle though. Up to 10 to 13 Celsius towards the north, perhaps 17 or 18 though towards the south, so in the south especially those temperatures will be on the recovery. That's pretty much it for me, but of course you can keep tuned to the Met Office forecast by following us on social media or by subscribing to our YouTube channel. I'll see you soon, take care for now, bye bye.
Thank you very much there, Marco, for the Saturday evening weather forecast. Looking at our local weather for the week ahead, much of the same. It looks like unsettled with some sunny spells and some rain and possible electric storms. So much the same as we've had this week. I mean, we've had some very wet sets of weather, but we've also had some nice little sunny few hour spots in the afternoon, which have been quite welcome and quite warm. So it looks as if the week ahead will continue in that same vein. At least it's not getting too cold yet. So let's hope there's more sunny spells than there is rain in the week ahead. Moving to our What's On section, coming up at Weymouth Pavilion tomorrow, 13th of October, a tribute to the Carpenters, 17th of October, the Chicago Blues Brothers, 18th of October, Ed Sheeran Experience, and 27th of October, Buddy Holly and the Cricketers. More details on those shows and lots of others coming up at Weymouth Pavilion on their website, weymouthpavilion.com. The next main thing at the Noath Fort is a remembrance installation on Saturday, the 9th of November, 10:30 to 4 p.m. They're obviously building up on previous year's efforts. The volunteers at the Noath and community groups have been creating a cascade of poppies, all made from recycled bottles. Some of the poppies have been named in honour of their loved ones. They've defended our freedoms and protected our way of life. Now, the unveiling of the installation will follow a remembrance service held at the Noath Fort on Saturday, the 9th of November. Keep an eye on their website for more information, noathfort.org.uk. A reminder that Abbotsbury and Portersham are still celebrating their millennium. Keep an eye on their website, map24.org. 26th and 27th of October, they've got their Scarecrow and Pumpkin event. So I think that's when things around the village get dressed up with scarecrows and pumpkins. So that will be worth a visit out to Abbotsbury and Portersham. And then a year clock, a celebration of language, history and the life of William Barnes, Dorset Museum and Art Gallery, Thursday the 24th of October at 7 p.m, and also at the Exchange at Sturmiston Newton on Sunday the 3rd of November at 3 p.m. Funds raised support the William Barnes Society for the William Barnes Society's Barnes for All campaign. The captivating play, The Year Clock, returns to Dorset this autumn, offering a poignant and vivid celebration of language, history and the remarkable life of William Barnes, one of Dorset's most beloved literary figures. Written by Tim Laycock and directed by Sonia Ritter, The Year Clock will be performed on Thursday the 24th of October at the Dorset Museum and Art Gallery, and again Sunday the 3rd of November at the Exchange at Sturminster Newton. It's been performed over 70 times, capturing the imagination of audiences with its lively portrayal of Barnes' world and the forces of change. This revival is hosted in collaboration with the William Barnes Society, supports the Barnes for All campaign, raising funds to preserve Barnes' rich archive at the Dorset History Centre. For tickets and further information, you can visit Dorset Museum website, dorsetmuseum.org, or the Exchange at Sturminster's website at stir-exchange.co.uk. Now, church services in White Regis and the local area tomorrow. 8 o'clock communion at All Saints Church, 9:30 Sun Communion at All Saints Church Wyke, and 11 o'clock service at St Edmund's Lane House. Of course, our other programme tonight will be on at 7:30. That's our weekly Saturday evening quiz, a free quiz for the whole family and whole community, suitable for all. The stream will go live about 7:20, and the quiz will start promptly at 7:30, and all are free to join us and will be made most welcome. That brings us to the end of this week's show. Of course, if you've got any stories, news, events, or any other information for the community you wish us to share, then do drop us a line during the week, news@whiteregis.tv. We would love to hear from you. I hope you have an enjoyable rest of the weekend, this weekend, and a good week ahead. And I look forward to being back with you once again next Saturday at 6 o'clock. Good night.